Mr. Jean-Marie Muller. Jean-Marie Muller, a philosopher and a non-violence activist, created the movement for non-violent alternative, MAN, to highlight the significance of non-violence in everyday life and in education, social and political struggles. After quitting the profession of teaching in 1970, Jean-Marie Muller dedicated himself to the study of non-violence and its promulgation in his writings, demonstrations and speaking. On the request of the French Minister of Defense, he conducted and published a study on non-violent civil defense in 1985. Jean-Marie Muller significantly contributed in the creation of the Research Institute for the Non-Violent Resolution of Conflicts. Today, he is the Director of Studies at the Institute. Post his services as a conscientious objector, Jean-Marie Muller participated in a consulting committee created by the Prime Minister to provide a report on the feasibility of a new law on conscientious objection. As he's a firm believer of non-violence, he actively participated and initiated numerous hunger strikes and peaceful protests. Jean-Marie Muller has been putting forth his perspective on non-violence since 1973 at the World Congress of Peace Forces in Moscow, till as recently as 2012 at the Arab University for Non-Violence. After being introduced to the Gandhian ways by Lanza del Vasto, he wrote multiple books which have significantly contributed to the history of non-violence. In 2001, he travelled to India, especially to visit Gandhiji's ashram in Ahmedabad. Today, Jean-Marie Muller, through his organization MAN, is leading actions on some major issues of concern to the world, like nuclear disarmament in France and the struggle for justice and peace in the Middle East. Gandhiji's experiments with non-violence and his commitment to truth have driven Jean-Marie Muller to be a living legend and a great scholar with practical, non-violent action experience. He has successfully managed to spread the Gandhian way by enabling people around the globe to join in non-violent struggles.
His Excellency, Mr. the President of India, dear friends of the Jamnalal Bajaj Foundation, ladies and gentlemen, it's with great emotion that I would like to thank you for giving me the Jamnalal Bajaj Award, and it is with much gratitude that I receive this distinction. I am aware that this prize encourages me to continue even more determination to promote Gandhian values across my various activities. I am convinced that this award will help me greatly to spread Gandhi's message. According to Gandhi, non-violence is both a wisdom founded on the spiritual demand and a strategy founded on political realism. Gandhi's genius is to have reconciled the demands of spiritual life with the constraints of political action. Violence can only destroy bridges and erect walls. Non-violence invites us to demolish walls and to erect bridges. Unfortunately, it is more difficult to erect bridges than walls. The architecture of walls demands no imagination. It is only a question of following the law of gravity. The architecture of bridge requires much more intelligence. In that case, you must conquer the force of gravity. It is contradictory and somehow dishonest to be surprised or harvesting violence after having cultivated it. Cultivating violence means to make a fatality of it. But this fatality is all handmade by men. That's the reason why our challenge is cultivate non-violence. Otherwise, we must fear our inability to teach hope to our children. Thank you very much for the kindness of your attention.